this is Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've joined me here before. I am here today with a sneak peek for Diamond Art Club's anniversary drop. This is their 8th anniversary, and oh my goodness guys, they have got 100 kits for us in this drop. It is going to be this weekend, and the timing is going to obviously vary depending on where you are in the world, and it's one of those where it's going to be Friday for some people, Saturday for others of us. So if you are in the Pacific time zone, the drop is going to go live at 9 p.m. for you. If you are in the Eastern time zone in the US, it's going to be 12 midnight, and if you're in the UK like me, it is a very early alarm for a 5 a.m. release. Very important to know as well, there is only one release time this drop. There is not an early access and a general release. It's general release for everyone at the times I just gave you. So don't miss out. And stay tuned for, you know, possibly a special deal or something like that, which DAC will be announcing via email at the time. So this is After the Rain by Abraham Hunter. It is a beautiful piece, very moody sky, love that. It is 97.8 by 65 centimeters, and it is a square drill diamond painting. And then on the side here, you can see it has got 65 colors, which includes 2 ABs and 4 fairy dust diamonds, and it's got 102,500 diamonds. So without any further ado, let's get stuck in. I'm excited. I love these big drops. There's always a bit of a buzz about it. It's just, yeah, it's exciting. So far 2 kits have been previewed at the time that I'm filming this, and I already want one of them. So yeah, hoping it doesn't get too expensive. Right, inside your box, you are going to find a toolkit. You are, of course, going to find your diamond painting. And then there's also this little pouch buried in the bottom. I'm going to take you through all of these bits, but as ever, let's start with the toolkit. So here is the toolkit. It does say on the front what you've got, but I'm going to take you through all the different bits anyway. Let me get them all out. Okay. So first of all, you have a roll of baggies, always useful to have in your kit. Then we have what Diamond Art Club calls their twist and pick applicator pen. So it's got a nice ergonomic feel to it. It's just that little bit thicker than those, you know, little normal plastic pens that you get in most toolkits. On this end, you have a 4-placer. This is a normal push-in end, so any push-in placer that you like to use should fit there. And then on this end, this is where you get the name twist and pick from. So if you remove the lid, you will see that behind the nib, you have got some preloaded wax. And what we're going to do, as the name suggests, is twist it until you meet a bit of resistance, and at that point, it's starting to push the wax up. So just keep going slowly. You don't want to do too much too quickly because it kind of continues to move a little bit after you stop twisting. But there you go, that has now filled. So you are now ready to pick up your drills with this placer. You can also then unscrew this and refill it once you've used it all up. Or, you know, some people have a preferred wax or putty they might want to put in there. That should work too. Then we have more of that wax, so you can refill that single placer end or use that in your multi-placer. And then we have the tray. So these are stackable, meaning that if you have several of them, they will sit neatly on top of each other. It's branded on the side. The lid slides off like so, and then the stopper will come out once the lid has been removed. And inside you have got a 7-placer and also some pink wax in case you prefer using that. That was their kind of original formula, slightly different to the white wax. And then you can see you've got a nice bit of space in here. This is a significant size upgrade on the trays we used to get. So that is your toolkit. Next up, this pouch contains all sorts of useful information. So if you pull the flaps together, you can get in like so. I'll go through these bits in a moment, but first of all, just make sure that you pay attention to all of the useful information in here, particularly if you are new to diamond painting or new to Diamond Art Club. So you've got tips and tricks, you've got step-by-step instructions for diamond painting, kit contents, how to use and refill that pen. And then over here, you have got a QR code for joining Diamond Art Club's Facebook group. It's got about 50,000 members in it now, and it's just a really good resource, you know, a good place to chat with fellow diamond painting addicts, see pictures of kits completed, all that fun stuff. Over here you have got QR codes that will link you to a save 20% off your first purchase code for the app. So Diamond Art Club has an app that you can purchase your kits on if you prefer that to a website, and that code is good for use on there. One-time use only though. But there are always codes you can use with Diamond Art Club. I do have a couple of affiliate codes in the description box below if you would like to use either of them for your first ever purchase. Cat20 would give you 20% off. Cat10 would give you $10 off, or the equivalent in your local currency, but you know, don't feel obligated. But yeah, there's always codes you can use. Join the Facebook group if you want to know more. So, all sorts of useful things there. Then we have the Treasure Quest card, which is what Diamond Art Club calls their trading cards. These are, I think, first and foremost, just a fun collectible bit of your kit. You know, it's something that I haven't seen anyone else doing, and I certainly like to keep all these in a special wallet. But they do have a practical purpose as well. So this one you'll see has a bronze border around the outside, and on the back it confirms again that it is bronze. But some people receiving this kit will receive a silver card. Some will get a gold card and some will get a black card. But they do get more rare as you go through those colours. Most of us are going to get the bronze card, and then only a very small amount of people will get the black card. The purpose of those is to claim rewards. So on the back here, you've got a website address, diamondartclub.com/redeem, or a QR code. If you go there, it's going to talk you through the rewards you can use these cards to claim. So there's going to be gift vouchers ranging from, I believe, $50 to $200 US. There is also the possibility of claiming a custom kit from Diamond Art Club, which is very exciting. And this website will take you through the combinations of cards that you need to claim any of those rewards. Under this scratch off panel is a code, so once you're ready to make a claim on one of those rewards, you're going to get your code, drop it on the website, and then you're sorted. And then we have the sticky labels. So you've got individually pre-cut stickers. I like to put all of these in my logbook, and a lovely image of the artwork. Oh, Abraham Hunter is just one of my absolute favourite landscape artists. I really, really, really enjoy them. This, I'm guessing, is set in the US based on those barns. They seem to me quite typically US in appearance. Good sentence, Cat. But yeah, really beautiful. I love the moody sky, as I said, these purples and reds with the rainbow, and then the contrast with the bright green grass. And you can just imagine that, can't you? That, you know, the sun's shining somewhere and putting light down on the ground, but the sky's still got all these different colours in. Yeah, after the rain, after the storm. Beautiful. And then inside you have got your 65 sticky labels for all your different colours. This kit's going to give you 2 ABs and 4 fairy dust diamonds. ABs have a special glitzy coating, they're used for accents, and then fairy dust diamonds have a more subtle glitter coating, which is sort of for accents, sort of for texture. But I'm going to go through all the drills in a bit, so you will see them shortly. Okay, let's take a look in here if I can find the right end. Okay. So inside that dust cover back, you've got your diamond painting and drills. The drills are going to come in a big old bag like this, and somewhere on here is a label with the name of the kit. So if you store all your bits and bobs separately, you can link them back up. It is a pretty dark colour palette to suit that moody sky, but there's going to be some little pops of colour in there as well. It's very atmospheric, this one, I think. Going to be really beautiful. Lots of darker colours too, which is going to mean that you get that shine, and it's just, yeah, it's going to be really striking. And then I'm going to have a little peek at the canvas before I go through the drills. So I'm just going to roll it back on itself like this. Diamond Art Club canvases do self-flatten, so you can just kind of leave it lying on a table and you'll find that it largely flattens out. But this is just a quicker method. And it means I can also show you that you have these grey dotted lines going through the cover. What those are doing is showing you where there are perforations in the cover. So this cover is double-sided, so if you get the wrong side on the canvas, it's okay. There isn't a wrong side. Both are going to come off fine. But it's pre-sectioned for you essentially. So you can do away with your release paper or washi tape if you prefer, and you've got it broken up into 10 by 10 centimeter sections. You tear along the perforated lines and yeah, you're all set. So let's have a look. That rainbow, oh my goodness, that is such a beautiful rainbow. Wowzers. So it's like it's slightly unusual dimensions because it's just a little bit shorter. They often go an extra 5 centimeters, so it feels quite long and thin to me. I'm just gonna see if I can, oh yeah, I can bring you out a little more, but don't worry that you can't see everything because I'm going to pan over it and give you a bit more of an up close look in a little bit. Now, this is very much what I would term a confetti painting, meaning that you're not going to have very many big blocks of colour where you can just, you know, pour a load of drills in your tray and whiz through them maybe with a multiplacer. It's going to be a bit more stop-start, changing your colours, and that's going to bring to life all the detail. So even though the design itself is quite simple, it's just got a lot of texture and shading, and that's going to make it really come to life. Beautiful greenery down here, and then even in the sky, so there is some blocking. There are some sections in the sky, as you often find in landscapes, where you are going to have quite a lot of one colour in one go, but there is quite a lot of, what's the word, you know, where those colours bleed into each other. It's really textured, and it's going to be no sort of steep drop-offs between colours in this one. They really blend into each other. Wow. I think these trees are going to be sort of almost a greyish green, aren't they, because of the lighting effect. It's going to be a stunner. Wowzers. So yeah, definitely bear in mind that this is probably going to be reasonably slow going. It is going to be a confetti piece, but it is going to be so worth it. All right. Let's take a look at those colours. Right, let's start with this little baby strip of drills because I have spotted a brown AB. They are one of my favourites, as you may know if you've watched me unbox kits before. They have these sort of pinky tones on the AB covering, so yeah, I love that contrast. And it's a really good one to illustrate that glitzy effect of an AB. And then right next to it is one of our fairy dust drills. So there you can see that nice subtle glitter coating, very pretty. Next strip of drills, and given that we only have 65 colours in this kit and it's quite a big and beastie one, I think there's going to be quite a few colours with multiple bags. So I'm going to scroll through these. There's some nice greys and grey greens like I thought for the trees, and then lots of brown earthy tones as well. It's a nice kind of almost pale terracotta. Ooh, what a gorgeous pink shade that is. Is that, no, 2 bags of that one and then another one next to it that's a sort of orangey shade. And look at that beautiful heathery purple. I don't know if it's heathery actually, grey purple. All the colours have got sort of grey tones. Next strip, I think this one's actually got even bigger bags because just in case you are not familiar and you're a bit confused, Diamond Art Club does arrange their drills in order of bag size rather than DMC. Works really well for storage systems like their own storage system or Elizabeth Ward style containers, or just containers that have different sizes, different size pots. Look at these lovely shades of purple. Absolutely beautiful. And now we're moving into the smaller bags, the colours there is going to be less of in the painting, but they're going to add texture and vibrancy and just bring out all those details. Here is another fairy dust. It's a really interesting kind of almost like mustardy, goldy colour. Very pretty. And then look at that lovely shade there. Oh, here's another fairy dust. Beautiful pinky colour. I'm intrigued where that's going to go. I'm going to have a look a bit later and see where the special drills go. Okay. And here is the last strip of drills. This one has some teeny tiny bags on. Here is the last of the fairy dust. And look at these lovely shades. Oh, there's the last AB. Another very, very pretty one. Something a little bit different that you don't see all the time. I'm a bit of a nerd for special drill colours that don't come out that often. Oops. There you go. That's all of them. So I think what I enjoy most about this is that the colour palette is just a little bit difficult. Different is the word I was looking for, to your usual landscapes. It's got that moody tinge to it. It's got the kind of grey tones coming through all of the colours. And yeah, it's just got a whole different vibe to a lot of the other landscapes that I have in my collection. Anyways, I am now going to pan over the canvas so we can see it all a bit more up close. And then I'll come back and try and figure out where those special drills go. Okay, always slightly tricky to find all the special drills on a big canvas, so bear with, but I will do my best. So I've got those two different ABs, the brown one and the sort of creamy coloured one. So I'm looking first of all for a symbol a bit like a door. Here it is. Okay, so the barn that kind of has a reddish tinge in the artwork, it's actually got that AB running through it. So that sort of pinky reddish topping of the brown drill is going to be really pretty there. Where else is it? I see a little bit of it up there in those trees, but I think that one must mostly be confined to the barn from the looks of things. Okay, and then the paler one. Oh, that one's sort of dotted around down here. So it's just catching little bits of this greenery down here. Again, the same over here. Just very, very small patches of it is all I'm seeing speckled around. Okay, and again, I'm not seeing that anywhere else. As ever, I will almost certainly miss some places that some of these drills are, but yeah, it's not obviously anywhere else. Then we have 4 fairy dust. So let's look for this one first of all. That sort of pinky purpley one. Apologies, I think I just knocked the camera. Here's a few little bits in similar places to where that AB was actually. And here as well. I didn't spot it at first because it's just a little bit speckled through. Okay, that's cool. I don't think I see any more of that one. I had to look quite a bit just to find those bits. And then we have this shade and that one I see here. And then again in the roof. Oh, there was that cow there has some of that beige AB I've just spotted as well. And a teeny tiny bit on this one. But back to looking for that fairy dust. Yes, there is a stripe of it in the rainbow up there. That's going to be beautiful. And then the pinky one. That is there, just to the right of the rainbow. And I'm guessing, yeah, there's a big old patch of that here in the sky. A little bit down there. where the trees meet the sky. And a few bits speckled around, similar places to where those other bits that were speckled through the greenery were. And then the kind of goldy, mustardy, not sure what colour to term it one. That one, I do see quite a bit of that going along here through this patch of greenery. Again, around here and here. There is some of it over here. And any more for any more. Not that's jumping out at me. So I would say this one has probably got a fairly low volume of special drills charted into it. If you're someone who really likes your paintings quite blingy, you can always accessorize it a bit more yourself with some extra fairy dust or ABs or whatever other kinds of special drills you have at your disposal. I get why they haven't put a huge amount in. I think it's a simple design, isn't it? It's just this simple, natural image. The artwork is depicting this point just after the rain with this wonderful sky, and it doesn't need so much dressing up, is how I'm seeing that. So there you go. There is After the Rain by Abraham Hunter, part of DAC's 8th anniversary drop coming this weekend. I'm just going to run through those release times again because I don't want anyone to miss the kits that they want because I wasn't clear enough. So if you're in the Pacific time zone, you can go from 9 p.m. on Friday evening. Midnight is going to be when the Eastern time zone drop hits, and then 5 a.m. here in the UK on Saturday morning. And of course, if you're in a different time zone and you're not sure what one of those means for you, then, you know, plug it into Google, ask it to tell you, and it will do the conversion for you. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. I, for one, will be stalking the social media pages all week, seeing what else is popping up. And yeah, making my decision on what kits I may want to buy. Ooh, I do love these big drops. Okay, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at this with me, and if you have, please consider dropping a like on the video. It's always much appreciated. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, I'd love to have you stick around, so please consider doing that too. And I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye bye.